I'm watching Game 7 last night with a friend, and he and I had kind of gone back and forth about what to expect, and before my kids went to bed, I said, who do you guys think is going to win, the Maple Leafs or the Panthers? And my kids were like, oh, the Panthers. And I was like, yeah, but like, you really think the Panthers are going to win on the road? Game 7. And they're like, yeah. I said, why? I said, I don't know. Panther could rip up a Maple Leaf. I was like, all right, good logic. And I was kind of talking my way through it, and I thought, I was rooting for the Leafs because next month I'm going to be on a work trip in Toronto, and it happens to coincide with the dates of the Stanley Cup Final. And I was like, oh, it'd be really cool to be in Toronto if the Leafs have a chance to win the Stanley Cup. But I knew in my heart of hearts they had no chance. I knew they were screwed because it's now 7 straight Game 7s that Toronto has lost. 7 straight Game 7s. And on the flip side, Paul Maurice is now, I think, 6-0 all-time in Game 7s as a coach, which is right up there with DeBoer, is he at 8-0, 7-0 all-time in Game 7s? He got that with the Dallas win, right? So I knew last night Toronto had no shot. The amount of pressure that's put on the Toronto players by the Toronto media and by the Toronto fan base, they were going to come up small, and they did. And I tweeted about it last night that I think it is one of the biggest Game 7 choke jobs in NHL history. And, like, that's not to be hyperbolic, but it is true. Because what happened last night, and the fact that they blew a 2-0 series lead to get to this point, it just felt like they were not ready to meet the moment.